I probably have, so I've said two. I've got probably three other don'ts. One would be I don't like people being too close to me or like right in my ear or like right next to me when I'm making a transition. I'll step back
Hmm.
when I'm not transitioning between tracks and I'll talk to people and stuff. But I've had people that I've let up in the DJ booth to have a dance and they stand right next to me to the point that I'm actually like hitting them while I'm trying, like accidentally elbowing them while I'm trying to mix because they're that close to me. So, like, I'm cool with having people behind me and people dancing and having people up there with me, but I do still need like at least 30 centimeters on each side of me to be able to access my equipment that I need to access. So that would be, yeah, number three. Number four, I've had a guy, like you get really sleazy guys. Like I'm happy to have a chat. And when I've been single, like I'm happy to have a chat and go have a drink with someone or whatever. But I've had guys come up to me and I've had a guy say to me, "Oh, you're coming home with me later," and I'm like, "Excuse me." And he's like, "Do you know who I am?" And I'm in the army. Like, why wouldn't you want to come home with me? And I'm just like, I instantly don't like you because you're a douche. He wasn't
Wow.
bad. He wasn't bad looking, but some, like you said, just the general rule of don't be a dick. Like,
Yeah,
and
it's just something about, I think it really, bartenders, DJs, waiters, waitresses, I think people just feel like, like you work for them and they can like just boss you around all of a sudden.
yeah, yeah. Well, usually because of the whole request thing, when I used to play for do parties and that, I would ask the person whose party it was, "What music do you want? Do you want me to allow requests? If so, what other styles of music are you happy for me to play?" And then I just found as a general, if they had a preference and they're like, "No, I only want this sort of music," then it was quite easy because people come up and I'd be like, "Sorry," and I'd just say whoever the person who was throwing the party was, I was like, they have advised me that they just want this style of music. And due to them being the ones that are paying me, this is what I'll be sticking to. Um, but then my last pet hate would be so especially out in the country shows, I'll play 6 hour shows. And I'll start with the top 40 and I'll slowly build it up and get into like electro mashup sort of stuff. And then depending which country town I'm in will be whether I go into the harder stuff that I play in Sydney. As I said, the stuff that I play normally and play in Sydney doesn't go well in the country, which was half the reason I moved here. Um, but yeah, sometimes when you're in like that peak spot of your set and it's like 1 a.m. and there's like the club's pumping and everyone's dancing and you'll have people come up and they're like, request a love song. And it's just like, oh, I'll play it a bit later. Why can't you play it now? And I'm like, because it's going to kill my whole vibe. So we actually don't just, I can't speak for every DJ, but I personally don't just play a heap of songs. I create an energy and I build it up throughout the night, and then I always bring it back down with R&B. Otherwise, everyone fights if they're too energetic. So you always bring it down with some of the old '90s R&B, sexy love stuff, and everyone walks away all happy and horny.